Okay, it's just about my dinner time. It's been a good day. I felt a lot better today than I did this time yesterday. And I had a terrible night's sleep last night, and I hope I'm going to have a great night's sleep tonight. So I'm getting ready to go make my sandwich. I got my skillet on, and I've got my au jus made. And I'm going to make a San Francisco sandwich and have a good dinner of sandwich and pasta salad, the delicious pasta salad. And then from here, I will just go retire to the bedroom and get all nice and comfortable in bed like I do every night and watch Perry Mason. I am a huge Perry Mason fan, and I just currently started the 7th season. This is volume 1 of Perry Mason. I've been watching it since I first discovered it when it first came on the cable TV here, sometime, I want to say the early 1980s, as reruns, of course. So Perry Mason ran from 1957 till 1966, I think. 9 seasons anyway. So I just started season number 7. I'm about 3 episodes into it. So it's good stuff. Well, let's go make dinner. So I've got my au jus here. I made about 3 cups of it, and it's been on here for quite a while, just at a low boil. So I make the recommended amount out of the bouillon, and then I reduce it down for a while so the flavor gets a little stronger. We got Grandma's old cast iron skillet here, all seasoned up and ready to go. We're gonna put some pieces of sourdough in there. We'll get our cutting board set up here. So I like to cut my sandwiches in half. So Winco carries various types of sourdough bread. I like this one here. This is pretty good. I like the thinner size. A couple slices of that. We've got some lovely roast beef. We'll put about 3 slices of that. It's thinly sliced into the au jus. But first, I have got to coat my bread so it'll grill up really nice. And I like to use mayonnaise. That may sound really funny, but it works really good. And we'll get a nice, crisp grilling here on our bread. And as I'd mentioned, I'm not using any cheese on my bread. It's something that I fought a long time to eliminate from my diet, is cheese. And it took me a long time to do it, but I'm finally there to where I can say no to cheese, and that's pretty good. So we can hear that grilling away. And we'll also need a lovely tomato. We'll use probably maybe about half of that tomato. We'll set it right there. Looks like our bread has gotten perfectly toasted. Look at that. Oh boy. Boy howdy, we can turn that off. That's nicely toasted. We're just going to set that aside right now. Alright, we're going to go ahead and drop our amount of roast beef in here. That looks like 3 pieces right there. That's plenty of roast beef. Now it's not going to sit in the au jus very long. In the meantime, we're going to start slicing our tomato. I've got to cut the core out of it. This is a big beefsteak tomatoes. I think they are about the best. I do like the vine ripe too, but this time of year they're not very good. So we want to slice our tomatoes pretty thin. And this is the best knife I got for getting thin sliced tomatoes. And I didn't get that one very thin on that side, but it'll work. Yeah, I'm not getting them as thin as I'd like, unfortunately, but that's about half the tomato right there, and I think that's gonna work. All right, our au jus is ready to come out. Our roast beef is ready to come out of the au jus. All right, there we go. We can turn that off. Our roast beef is probably cooked a little bit more than I should have, but it's okay. If you like it really rare, it won't take long in there. And of course, you could even eat it raw. I mean, it's cooked. It is already cooked, but it is medium rare. So it can be kind of hard to get it situated on here so it's, you know, kind of evenly around the bread. So now, ready for our tomatoes. Under normal condition, I would be salting these tomatoes as I'm putting them on there, but I am desperately trying to do away with salt as well out of my diet. All right, there we go. So I'm going to move the au jus, which is very, very hot, right there. We want that to sit out for a while and cool down as much as possible before we go into the refrigerator with it. All right, this is going to be a big sandwich, but I am hungry enough tonight to eat this whole thing. Oh boy, look at that. So this sandwich comes from my past. In the first restaurant I ever worked at as a line cook, this sandwich was on the menu, and I have been making it at home ever since, and it is very delicious. Now with our lovely pasta salad, this is going to be so good. Doesn't take much of this, and we've got quite a meal. Alrighty, I'm going to have a good dinner tonight and a good night's sleep tonight. And I will continue this day in the life tomorrow as I head off to my next post-op appointment. That's it for now.